Now it's time to play with Christian Ophira here at the end. A little game that we always play, except we've never played. It's called Explain a Little More About That Tweet.
Is that a song that you just sang, or was
I
it
love
just a
it.
weird way of
I want to
talking?
hear the jingle again.
Explain a little more about. That's what you sound
Your
like.
tweet.
Twitter has limits. I want you to expand. Here's a tweet. Does anyone else wake up in the morning just cycling through odd or uncomfortable conversations you've had in the last 10 years? Happy Monday. Ophira, what's going on? Explain this tweet.
I have become more aware recently, I don't know why, of just how much time I spend shaming myself. And I think once I stop doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to do that for myself today. My brain is like, yeah, but do you remember about 7 years ago when you ran into that old friend on the street and you pretended to know what was up with them when you have no idea? And you remember how they looked at you? Do you remember that? Yeah, you never heard from them again. Remember that person that didn't call you back? What did you do to piss them off? What do you think? Was it the weird comment about their husband? What do you think it was?
Now, is it usually you remembering ways that you acted and regretting them, or
Yes.
things you wish you could do differently and reimagining them?
Oh, no, it's just it's the actual oh, that was stupid.
Yeah.
No. So basically what the equation has to equal is, and that's why they don't like you.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So I do whatever it takes to get to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think I definitely do that. And I think it's probably pretty normal to do that on a more short term. I can't believe I just did that or said that or was that to that person. And then I think I probably mostly let it go. There are maybe a couple I can hold on to, but the idea that you can hold on to more than that you can remember those, that's just torturing yourself.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Well, there are moments of such exquisite discomfort,
Sure,
and that they again, it's that sort of carton of milk thing where it's just like you almost just want to stick your nose in again just to see how gross it is, and you want to feel that feeling of like, oh my god, that was so awkward, and oh my god, I was such an asshole. Like there's something pleasurable about that in a perverse way.
Do you have any specific examples, Ophira?
I mean, I was thinking about how I went out for dinner. I met this woman at a festival, and she was like, "We're gonna be friends," like one of those things. Which I feel it's really hard to make new friends in adult life, right? So I was like, "Very cool," and we went for dinner. She comes into New York every once in a while, and we went for dinner again, and got a little too drunk the second time. And I remember there was just something a little off at the end, where I did ask her about her husband, and she was like, her face was weird. And I didn't know. I was like, I think I just asked, was he annoyed at something? Was he annoyed that we were hanging out? Because he seemed annoyed when I met him. And she was like, no, why would you say that? No. And then whisked off. And then I texted her a few days later being like, that was fun. When are you back in New York? And I never heard.
Oh,
and so then I texted again, and I was like, hey, how's it going? And I never heard. So I'm like, oh, was it that?
Yeah.
It's probably in the not knowing.
It's the not knowing.
Yeah.